Leslie McDonnell here with Remax Select Properties. I've had a lot of people asking me what's happening in the market right now. We are definitely seeing a shift in the market. We've seen that for about the last 6 months. And I just wanted to share sort of my observations. And a lot of my predictions are based on historical patterns. So here we are. These are the stats for the Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver over since 2005. This is the home price index. So this is what we're seeing has happened to prices over the past 18 years. And in 2005, that price was 354,000. And today that number has risen to 1.261. Now, this is including detached properties, condos, and townhouses, hence the aggregated price. And for location, we're looking at Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver. So a good portion of the Lower Mainland, plus the Sunshine Coast, Whistler, Saanich, those areas. And what we've seen is, in 2005, things were on a slow and steady increase. And then, 2008, we had the stock market crash. 2009, everybody was trying to sort of scramble, figuring out what was happening. And then things started to slowly recover in 2009. And up and up and up it went till about 2012. You can see it sort of peaked here for a little bit, and then it went down a little bit. And then 2015-16, we saw some unprecedented growth. Things were sort of almost out of control. The government decided to step into the free market that is real estate. They implemented a ban on foreign buyer's tax, not a ban. At then it was 15%, and today it's 20%. That caused a pause in the market. People were unsure what was going to happen. It took about a year to recover from that, and then sort of slow and steady. 2017, it sort of flattened out. Everyone wasn't sure what was going on. There was a bit of a pause in things, kind of started to things went down. And then 2020 came along. And we all know 2020 was when we had COVID hit. The government invested a lot of money into the economy. And at that time, people were sort of reevaluating their life. And a lot of people decided, if you don't have to go into work every day, maybe shifting and moving in those suburb areas, which really saw a dramatic increase in some areas and some prices. We heard, as high as 50%, even more in some neighborhoods. And so that's been kind of going on. And now we're here in 2022, and we're starting to see interest rates creep up. Inflation is up, cost of living. There's a lot of questions as to what's happening in our world. Civil unrest in Ukraine and Europe. What's happening with our food supply? There's questions about that. Gas prices are out of control. And all of these things culminating together are making people just kind of pause for a minute. And we're seeing that reflected in the real estate market. I thought it might be also interesting to just share with you while I've got you. The Cullen Commission report has been released, and that was a report that was an inquiry into money laundering in British Columbia. In the executive summary here, it does state that money laundering is not the cause of housing unaffordability, which is something that was touted for a little while. That being said, they do realize that it's fundamental factors, supply and demand, population increase, and interest rates are much more impactful on the driving of the price. When you're looking at supply and demand, I'm a daughter of an economist. He taught economics for over 30 years. And, I just thought I'd share this little diagram with you. If you've got lots of supply and you've got low demand, your prices are going to be lower. But if you've got a high demand and a low supply, this is going to push those prices up. And that's really what we've seen. And when things shift like they are, it is a little concerning. Developers will sometimes slow down in their production because they want to be able to release product when the market is in a higher demand scenario. So that brings the supply down. There's also, a lot of homeowners are kind of like, oh, is now the time? You know, at the end of the day, we'll probably always have a supply and demand imbalance. That's just the reality of life. But if you're in the market, if you're selling in a low market, you're probably moving to another property. And so then maybe your buy is also going to be in the low market. Once you're in the market, it's a lot easier to work within it. And as long as you're purchasing quality products, you'll always do well. And I'm the type of person who can help you find those and help you get to those quality products. If you've got any questions about what I've talked about here today, or anything specific to you, maybe you're debating whether or not now is the time to make a move, please feel free to reach out. My name is Leslie McDonnell with Remax Select Properties, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day.